Hi, we're gonna explain the Mesozoic era. In the Mesozoic era are three periods, starting with the Triassic period. This period existed the conifers. These trees can reach the 30 meters height. And at that time also see some other trees such as shrubs and woodbines. When animal life began to recover, Lysosaurus appeared. There were herbivores, dinopids, or mammal-like reptiles. Also exists the Ctenopods that were amphibians and they can grow up to 4 meters in length. At that time also exists the first sphenodons, and they appear such as the Tautara sister group to lizards and snakes, and they perform the same ecological roles that lizards do today.
The Triassic period was influenced by the Pangea. Another aspect of this period is the environmental conditions and the earth conditions. The sea levels were low in comparison to the continental elevation, and as there weren't any ice caps or glaciation, this period was very hot and dry. The temperatures could reach up to 40 centigrades, and at the end of this period, the cause of this extinction was the excessive amount of carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide that was released because of the massive volcanic activity known as now the Central Atlantic Ocean.
Now, the conditions of the Jurassic period. There was a rupture of the supercontinent Pangea, continued and accelerated. Laurasia, the northern part, broke up into North America and Eurasia. Gondwana, the southern part, began to break up in the mid-Jurassic. The eastern part, Antarctica, Madagascar, India, and Australia were divided into West Africa and South Africa. And the animals and plants of this period, at the top of the food chain, were the long-necked and paddle-finned plesiosaurs, giant marines, crocodiles, sharks, and rays. Fish like Ichthyosaurus and coil-shell ammonites were abundant. Coral reefs grew into the warm waters, and sponge snails and mollusks flourished.
Explain about the Cretaceous, and I'm going to explain the environmental conditions. Well, the Cretaceous was a period with relatively warm climate, resulting in high eustatic sea levels that created numerous shallow and island areas. So these areas or oceans were populated with extincted marine reptiles and other dinosaurs that continued to dominate the land. Now I'm going to explain the air conditions, that this was back then the earth was a lot warmer, as I almost said, and there was a little no ice at the North Pole, South Pole, so the sea levels fluctuated, but we were the most part high, and shallow seas were formed, divided, and that created the continents.
The plant life was different from the present. It grew close to the poles, and some examples of those plants are the conifers, podocarps, araucarias, and Inca trees. The animal life was composed mostly by dinosaurs. The Pterosaurus dominated the skies, in the seas the Momosaurus, and in the earth there were many species of dinosaurs. Also, there were furry animals and insects, but most of the animals were dinosaurs.
New oceans were created and there filled the spaces in between. Mountains rose above the seafloor, in turn pushing the sea level up towards the continents. All this water gave the previously hot and dry climate a rainy and humid subtropical feel. The parched deserts slowly turned greener. Palm-like cycads were abundant as pines. Green coasts carpeted the northern latitudes, and carpets, a type of conifer, were very successful south the equator.